are your thoughts on Article 13?
Okay.
And that is from Matt Oak.
Okay, so Article 13, in case anyone doesn't know what Article 13 is, Article 13 is actually a slang term. So the European Union are proposing to pass a copyright law, which has many articles in. I think there's 17 of them, but one or two of them are a little sketchy for us creatives. So it's Article 13 that is creating the controversy on all this. So in case you don't know what it is, effectively, the copyright law is trying to protect copyright materials. So effectively, when you make something, it's saying if someone else uses that, that's not allowed. Totally fair enough. However, in doing it, what they're actually doing is they're saying what happens right now with YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all of them, is if someone uploads a piece of content which they don't own, then that user is responsible. So if they get a copyright strike, that's where you get a copyright strike on YouTube. Someone says, hang on, that's not yours. That goes against the user. That goes against the person uploading the piece of content. The new bit of law is suggesting that the responsibility will be of the platform as soon as it gets uploaded. So if I upload something which has someone else's music on it, it's basically saying, well, that's YouTube's fault or that's Facebook's fault and it's not the user's fault. Now, there is a massive debate at the moment of how this is going to be policed. And I think that's the big issue, how this is going to be policed, because there are 400 hours of videos uploaded to YouTube every single minute. How can you possibly police that? We are getting to a stage now when you've got the technology of things like Shazam to be able to check music to see if it's there. But we're not just talking music, we're talking visuals, we're talking music. I mean, if you think about the types of content that this could cover, we're talking memes, they're out because that's pretty much all memes are pretty much copyrighted and then go viral. We're talking potential vlogs, because again, if we can't police it, how do we know that the music within the vlog isn't going to be someone else's music? We're even talking potentially even legitimate music videos. If you look at the biggest music video on YouTube, I think it's Despacito. That would no chance have been able to be uploaded because of the amount of remixes and stuff that's in Despacito, so that would have been taken down. So effectively it becomes, how is this going to be policed? Now, this hasn't gone through yet. Article 13 hasn't gone through yet, or this sort of copyright law bill hasn't gone through yet, and it is only in Europe. But a couple of days back, it basically had the nod, a bit of a nod to go ahead. So it's now going to the next stage. It looks pretty ominous. What could this mean? Well, what this could mean is if you look at traditional TV, it cannot be policed by YouTube, let's say. So in which case, it's going to have some kind of middleman, like, for example, if you look at the aggregators that put music onto Spotify, or more importantly, if you look at the production houses that put content onto TV. You can't just upload video straight to TV, and it has to go through a bunch of rigorous tests, and these production houses have to have legal teams. So potentially, I mean, this is a worst case scenario, but potentially there'd have to be some kind of almost record deal style production houses where YouTubers are actually signed to in order to get their content up live on YouTube. Now, if that happens, we're all screwed. That's pretty much the end as we know it, because not all of us are going to be able to upload. Now, the issue we've got here is we're in 2018, we're about to hit 2019. We are not in the age of TV anymore. TV, you know, is dead. Let's face it, it's pretty much dead. The average viewer of BBC One is 61 years old, and the average viewer of BBC Two is 62 years old. You know, the average viewer of Channel 4 is like 59. People are watching Netflix, people are watching YouTube, people are actually going out of their way not to watch terrestrial TV. So TV's dying. Now that's fine. TV is a very different way. You cannot just upload things to TV like you can upload things to social media. Now YouTube is the one who are kind of making the biggest deal about it. If you look at Susan Wojcicki, is that right? Yeah. Susan Wojcicki. So she's quite high up in YouTube, and she's making a big deal on YouTube about this. She said, look, we've got problems. If this goes through, thousands of people could lose their jobs. And again, this is European Union only. So it is yet to be seen how this will go down. But my thoughts on it are, this is potentially a huge problem. And in trying to protect people with their copyright material, but having a blanket act which doesn't fit in with 2018 technology, that act would work in 1950 to 1999. But now that act doesn't fit in anymore with the creatives, the copyright, the Freedom of Speech Act, all of those things. It doesn't quite fit in as a blanket rule to where it is now. So we might be seeing a big game changer. So my advice on what to do is, if this goes through, we've probably got 2 years. So you have 2 years. I would build an audience like you've never built an audience before, because you've got 2 years to get your name out there. You've got 2 years to build that brand, and you don't know what's going to happen next. So make hay while the sun shines. This is a golden era. Use that. Like, if you've got that little bit of extra budget, put it in there. If you've got that little bit of extra time, make more content. If you've got time to actually have more conversations, do that. This is the time to make hay while the sun shines. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. What would it mean for people doing covers on YouTube?
No chance.
No chance.
Absolutely no chance. So, covers, no. If you've got things like even where people sort of do sort of diss tracks, or they're doing parody tracks, they're out. How can you possibly police that much content of a vlogger? So even vloggers like Casey Neistat, massive vlogger, but Casey Neistat is not just using his own material. Sometimes he will put clips of other vloggers or other TVs or videos into his vlogs. He's also using music which may or may not be written specifically for his video. But all of a sudden it's going to need a contract, because if you're taking a piece of music and then afterwards they say, hang on a minute, that I didn't give that to you, so where's the paper trail? Where's the policing? It's huge. Like, it's potentially colossal, because there isn't a way of policing this. We don't have these systems in place. So scary times.